Welcome to the Eric Avisar Show. The 186th North London Derby was played to a 2-2 draw today at the Emirates Stadium, with Spurs taking a 2-goal lead in the first half and being unable to hold on against the home side Arsenal. This was a very frenetic, fast-paced match that just had end-to-end play throughout, and it was a joy to watch, especially for a neutral like myself. The first goal of the match came when Christian Eriksen tapped home an empty netter. Who knows if this was Eriksen's last game in a Spurs shirt? After all, he has not signed a contract extension. Mauricio Pochettino has already admitted he could be sold. And it's really a shame that Eriksen won't extend because, like I've mentioned before, Tottenham is the perfect club for him. Now, Harry Kane scored an absolutely perfect penalty to put Spurs up 2-0. But what I would love to know is what exactly was Granit Xhaka thinking when he made such a reckless, stupid, and wild challenge on Son Heung-min. Completely unnecessary and just so irresponsible. Gary Neville honestly said it best during the match when he said, "I've never seen a player so experienced play without experience." I mean, that was a schoolboy challenge, and it's frankly mind-boggling how Xhaka is not only still in the Arsenal side, but can still wear the captain's armband. So perhaps there is a leadership problem at Arsenal as well, to boot. But in terms of the defense, they have to get that area shored up and very quickly, because if you want such a potent and devastating front three like Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Alexandre Lacazette, and Nicolas Pepe to thrive as they are capable of, you have to have stability at the back. Sideshow Bob David Luiz is not going to provide that. And Socrates is such a dirty nutter. I mean, what a just absolute disgraceful footballer he is. Always trying to instigate physical confrontations unnecessarily. Overwhelmingly most of the time. I'm almost at a loss of words of how frustrating it is to watch someone who thinks he's a hard man, who's not, who thinks he's a great football player. He's not. He's not anywhere near as talented as he thinks he is, and he's certainly nowhere near as tough as he fancies himself to be. He is not a hard man. To see him score that winner would have been a very difficult thing to watch, even as a neutral. Thankfully, that goal was ruled offside to make the match end in a draw, but Socrates really needs to be sorted out by a proper hard man because he is such a dirty player. In terms of the Spurs side, Harry Kane did pretty well today, but I was really, really impressed with Son Heung-min. Involved with both of the goals, for me, the best player in this Spurs side, just absolutely lethal in the final third, both as a finisher and a passer. So Dele Alli coming back into the side after his hamstring injury, his first Premier League appearance this season, had some nice contributions out there, but of course will still be shaking off some rust. Very intrigued to see how he does, especially if Eriksen gets sold, because then he will be expected to start every game. But I think Spurs honestly have an argument for the deepest midfield in the Premiership. That seems to be their greatest source of strength. You know, Hugo Lloris made some great saves and some blunders decision-making wise today. So Spurs still have plenty of issues to sort out on their own. For me, Lacazette was the man of the match today. For Arsenal, Son Heung-min. For Spurs, I loved the ball that Matteo Guendouzi played in to Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang for the equalizer of the match. The reaction from the Emirates was nothing short of amazing. Wow, what an atmosphere. You could even feel it just watching online today. And while neither of these teams really have what it takes to compete with the likes of Liverpool and Manchester City for the English crown, I fully expect Arsenal and Spurs to be in the thick of the top four race this season. Thank you so much for tuning in, and please subscribe to my channel.